What if one stage, one night, and one unscripted moment just revealed more than months of silence ever could? Because at Tencent All Star Night 2025, something shifted. Not loudly, not officially, but unmistakably. When Su Kai and Tan Songyun stepped onto the same stage, the atmosphere changed. It was not written into the program. It was not announced by the hosts. Yet the energy in the room tightened, as if everyone sensed they were about to witness something that could not be rehearsed. Right now, right before the next revelation, is your chance to stay connected. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another powerful story, another shocking twist, or another unforgettable journey. This was not just another award night. Tencent All Star Night has always been a battlefield of visibility, a carefully curated showcase where every smile, every pause, every angle is intentional. Which is exactly why what happened next has left fans and industry watchers questioning everything. Su Kai appeared first, composed, confident, carrying the quiet authority of an actor who has grown beyond proving himself. Moments later, Tan Songyun joined him. Effortless, radiant, calm in a way that only comes from certainty. And suddenly, two separate spotlights felt like one shared frame. They stood side by side, but it was the space between them that told the story. Not distant, not overly close, just balanced, comfortable, familiar. The cameras caught it instantly. A glance held half a second longer than required. A smile that arrived before the cue. A subtle turn of the body, instinctively angled toward one another, as if the rest of the stage had momentarily disappeared. These were not the exaggerated gestures of fan service. They were small, unguarded tells, the kind that slip through when people forget they're being watched. And the audience noticed. Social media erupted within minutes, dissecting clips frame by frame. But the speculation did not come from dramatic moments. It came from restraint, from what they did not do. No forced distance. No stiff professionalism. No visible effort to control the narrative. Because when two stars are trying to hide something, they often overcorrect. And when they are at ease, they don't. Su Kai and Tan Songyun have shared a long professional history, built on mutual respect and undeniable chemistry. That much has always been public. What has never been clear is where that chemistry ends. Until now. Backstage whispers suggest their interaction was noticeably different that night. Quiet conversations away from the main crowd. Shared laughter when they thought cameras had moved on. A rhythm that felt practiced, not newly discovered. As if this was not a reunion, but a continuation. And then came the moment everyone keeps replaying. As the segment concluded, Su Kai turned toward Tan Songyun. Not to the audience, not to the host, but to her. A brief nod. A smile soft enough to be missed if you were not looking for it. She returned it instantly, without hesitation, without surprise. That is what made it dangerous. Because surprise can be acted. Familiarity cannot. Industry insiders have long hinted that both actors are extremely private when it comes to personal relationships. No messy scandals. No loud confirmations. Just a pattern of silence that suggests intention. And this night, that silence felt heavy, not empty. The timing also raises questions. Both stars are at pivotal points in their careers. Selective with roles. Focused on longevity, rather than hype. This is usually the phase when actors stop chasing and start choosing. Not just projects, but people. And perhaps that is why this appearance felt different. Not like a promotional obligation, but like two people standing firmly in their own lanes, yet walking at the same pace. Tencent All Star Night ended, but the conversation did not. Fans are now asking the question no one can officially answer. Was this just a professional reunion amplified by nostalgia? Or did we witness the quiet confirmation of something that has been unfolding away from the spotlight? Because sometimes, the loudest declarations are not spoken. They're felt. And if that stage was any indication, Su Kai and Tan Songyun may have just crossed a line, from speculation into something far more personal. Not announced. Not denied. Just visible. And once something is seen, it cannot be unseen. And as the lights dimmed and the program moved on, the moment refused to end. Because what lingered after Tencent All Star Night 2025 was not a headline quote or a viral soundbite, it was a feeling. The sense that something meaningful had been allowed to surface, however briefly, before being carefully folded back into silence. Observers began to notice how neither Su Kai nor Tan Songyun rushed to separate narratives afterward. No clarifying interviews. No playful shutdowns. No strategic distancing in subsequent appearances. Instead, there was composure. The kind that suggests confidence rather than concern. Those close to the industry say that when speculation truly threatens a career, management acts swiftly. Statements are issued. Boundaries are reinforced. Yet this time there was restraint, almost as if no correction was necessary. Because what happened on that stage did not contradict anything they had ever said. It simply added context. Looking back, fans are now connecting subtleties that once seemed insignificant. Their parallel schedules that align more often than coincidence would allow. The shared circles. The quiet mutual acknowledgments in past interviews, where praise was never exaggerated, yet always sincere. Respect layered with something warmer, something unspoken. And perhaps the most telling detail of all, how neither of them appeared surprised by the reaction. Su Kai did not stiffen when the cameras lingered. Tan Songyun did not retreat into practiced neutrality. Instead, both carried themselves with a calm assurance, as if they had already accepted whatever conclusions the audience might draw. That kind of ease is rare. It suggests preparation. Or acceptance. Industry veterans point out that true intimacy, especially among seasoned actors, does not announce itself loudly. It settles in. It shows up in timing, in instinct, in the way two people share space without needing to define it. On that night, Su Kai and Tan Songyun shared space like people who know each other beyond scripts and rehearsals, beyond roles, beyond expectations. And so the narrative shifts again. This is no longer about whether something is happening. It is about whether it has been happening for a long time. Tencent All Star Night 2025 may be remembered not for its awards or performances, but for a fleeting alignment, two lives intersecting publicly just long enough to confirm what many had quietly suspected. Not a reveal, not a confession, but a glimpse. And sometimes, a glimpse is more powerful than the full story, because it invites the audience to lean in, to watch more closely, to wait. And if Su Kai and Tan Songyun choose to remain silent, that silence may speak louder with each shared appearance, each mirrored step forward. After all, stages eventually empty. Spotlights move on. But what is real tends to follow people long after the applause fades. And this story, it feels far from over.